Everybody stand up real quick. Put your right hand in the air, right hand in the air, stretch it out a little bit. Stand on one foot. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, y'all can sit down. You know, you get all stiff just sitting in that chair all day. So check it out. I got a pretty cool story. Pretty not cool story. Richard and I were sitting at his mom's kitchen table, probably 2008, staring at an orange bottle, staring at a purple bottle. I had just started doing a company called Monavie. Who's heard of Monavie? Yeah. I felt like I guess a jacked up Pee Wee Herman, you know, running around trying to convince everybody, you know, antioxidant levels with purple juice, you know, total failure, unsuccessful, like within like 2 months. So he said no several times, you know, to the whole Vima thing, and then we're like looking at it and then, you know, comparing the products, saying we're both into health, we're both into fitness, we'll give it a shot, you know. So we jump on board, but at that point in my life, like, I didn't know, you guys would probably relate, you know, I didn't know where I wanted to go, no vision, no, you know, direction whatsoever. I knew that I loved to cook. I'm a chef by trade, you know, so I went to Johnson Wales University, and, which if you guys know is a very expensive school, so that 72 grand of debt is paying me back very nicely now. So we made the decision to get on board, you know, but at that point in my life, I had, you know, I don't know if you know Derek Alexander, but he says it perfectly. Big ego, small bank account. Anybody know anybody like that? Yeah, so that was me, and I was the excuse king. Basically, everything that we touched, that Richard touched on, you know, what to do and what not to do for success was me. So my time, that was the #1 excuse for me. There was no customer loyalty program then, so you had to pay for the product every single month. You know, so that was a big excuse. I can't chuck out that money to pay the $150 anymore. I don't even want to do it. I did not see the big picture. So if you're in here today and you don't see the big picture, do your homework, because, you know, 4 years from now, it's going to be a totally different game. You know, and I didn't see that then. So I kind of, you know, was in college, you know, had just had, my daughter was just born like two years prior. So I had a lot of responsibility, and I just put it off. So I phased myself out of it, guys. I quit. I did not, you know, I did not see it. So July 3rd of last year, I was down there, you know, visiting. Richard and I grew up together. You know, our families were really close. I was seeing his son for the first time, and this whole YPR thing was unfolding. You know, so I saw opportunity with our age group, you know, because before it was all about Vima. Like, it wasn't really the energy drink. It wasn't like Verve. You know, and in between that time, being in the restaurant industry and going to Johnson Wales, anyone that's worked in the restaurant industry, you know it's a very, very tough industry. So I was crushing Red Bulls all the time. You know, 2 a day, spending a lot of money. I printed my bank statement out. It was like $134 I was spending on Red Bulls and energy drinks per month. Crazy. So I jumped back on board July 3rd, and what's my story, you know, I had exhausted all my contacts from the first time. You know, imagine going back to all your friends, you know, years later and be like, "Oh, you remember Vima? Well, doing it again." You know, so I had no contacts really. You know, a couple friends, Mike Cannon's in here, and that's about it, guys. So if you're in here and you know, raise your hand if you have trouble with, you know, like you've talked to a lot of your friends, they all said no, and you really don't know who to talk to. Yeah, I know everybody has it. You know, you have to learn how to talk to people. You know, Alex Morton says it perfectly. You know, you want to be a doctor, you're going to be a doctor, you got to study medicine, lawyer, you got to study law. Well, Richard was saying you have to practice talking to people. You know, so I built everything off of randoms and random people, no warm market. And when probably about 3 months in, I had 30 on one side and like 30 on the other side, and I was still bronze. Like cycling one time, I was like, what's going on? You know, I'm going backwards. And so many people were coming in and going out so fast that the main lesson to be learned, that I learned, was what Richard was talking about earlier. Leadership. You gotta take the focus off yourself, put it on your team. Because when I did that, then we started to grow, started to help people make money, and then it started to grow and take it to the next level. You know, so all those excuses I was making before, Sorry guys, I feel like I had so much Verve today that my mouth is like, we're like, no time for food. Rich is like, do you want me to bring you guys, I'm going to bring you guys burgers. He's like, no, we're good. I'm sweating eating all day. So, my contact list was exhausted, gone. My why this time around, first time I had no why, guys. Like, our process of what we were doing, all the things that were done wrong have already been done. This time, my daughter, my responsibility. Who in here is doing VEMA to retire their parents? The system's not working, that's my main why. My parents are 62, 64, still working, no retirement, nothing saved. So it's like, what are they going to do? So them being there for me my entire life now is turned around. So this company is doing so much for so many people. Where this company is going, where this movement is going, you guys got to realize nothing like this has ever happened. And it's getting big, and it's going to get even bigger. So if you're, struggling right now, look down the road and see the possibilities of this because it's huge. It's going to be so big. And I'll close with this one thought right here is if you take away, Alex Morton said this and it stuck with me. If you take away Verve, take away VEMA, take away all that stuff, what do you have? You have a lot of highly motivated people, goal-oriented, driven to work towards something better in their life. You can't replace that, guys. Like, if just think about it for a second. You can't replace that. So no matter what you're doing in life, VEMA is, if you follow these guys, if you follow the people that are successful, that saying that you hear and you just don't think about and put it off to the side, if you say what they say and do what they do, you'll get what they get. It's true. Because it's not just about the energy drink, it's about who you become as a person. So think about that. Self-development, me personally, that's probably the most important thing. That whole rhino skin thing that Jeffrey's always talking about. You got to develop that tough skin by knowing where you're going, and it's already done. So with that, later, Rack.